Welcome back, my unwashed friends. Now don't you worry, we're going to have you up and out of that Sidewinder in no time. But before we do that, we're going to have to upgrade your jump drive and add in some extra fuel capacity. So let's head straight into the outfitters, get that frame shift drive done up and upgraded to an A2. And now we're going to swap out our cargo rack and our discovery scanner for an extra couple of cans. Sling some fuel in and open up your galaxy map. Now you want to type in 109 Pisceum. Now bring up your system map, and what we're looking for is Icing Dock. So go ahead, plot yourself a course and I'll meet you over there. Now the reason we're here is that we're going to get a nice hefty discount on your next ship and the components you're going to need to fit it out with. So head on into the shipyard, find a Type 6 transporter and kiss your Sidewinder goodbye. If your Sidewinder was the equivalent of a shopping trolley, then the Type 6 is the interstellar equivalent of a transit van. Now take a moment to appreciate the big jump up you've just made. You've swapped the smell of bodily functions and stale alcohol for the heady mixture of cigarettes, pine air fresheners, and the musky aroma of vintage gentlemen's magazines. Now before we can carry on with our mission to make you some money, we're going to need to do a little couple of modifications, so head on into outfitting. First thing we're going to do is get rid of these pulse lasers. Make no mistake, you are not in a fighting vessel. If you do happen to get interdicted, just throttle down to 0, submit, wait for your recharge timer with all your pips to system, and then frame shift out of there. Now the first thing we're going to swap out is going to be your frame shift drive, so change that up for a B rated one. We're also going to trade up one of our cargo racks for one with capacity 16. And finally, we're going to swap out your lowest cargo rack for a bit of extra fuel. Now this bit is optional. If you're new to the game and you haven't quite sussed out the docking maneuver, then feel free to outfit yourself a standard docking computer. You will be quicker without it, but I can show you a technique that will shave off a lot of time later on in the video. Right then, we're all kitted up and ready to go, so bring up your galaxy map and type in Altair. Open up the system map, set a course for the solo orbiter and head on over. When you arrive, go ahead and open up the commodities market. What we're looking to buy here is a rare trade item, the Altarian skin. Now, fill up with as many of those as it will let you have, then open up your galaxy map. Type in the catchily titled HIP 80364. Plot a course and head on over. When you arrive in the system, start accelerating and get out of the way of the sun. Then turn to your mini navigation map and select Star Chef Colony. Now, don't forget to refuel. Head on into the commodities market. And what we're looking for here are HIP organophosphates. So again, buy as many of those as you can. Open up your galaxy map. And we're going to type in Rajakuru. In the system map, you can see we're looking for the Snyder terminal. So plot a course and let's get busy. Again, get in the habit of refueling when you get here. Open up the commodities market and we're going to sell the Altarian skin. Now you can see we make a crazy amount of profit off this. When you've done that, go ahead and load up with Rajakuru multi-stoves. Before we leave, we're going to use the money we've made from the skins to upgrade this cargo rack to 32 and replace this cargo rack with an upgraded fuel tank. Don't forget this, as we don't want to run out of fuel. So, as soon as you're ready, open up the system map to Altair, lock onto the solo orbiter, and head back. Once you've refueled, go ahead and open up the commodities market. Now, this time we're going to be selling the HIP organophosphates, and we're going to be selling the multi-stoves. Now, on this particular journey, we've only made about 830,000. Not bad. This is a little bit below average, but on a really good trip, you can expect to make 1.4 million from this little circuit. As you can see here, we've already got 26 Altarian skins waiting to go, and those are going to be worth about 450,000 alone when you get to Rajukru. After you've run the circuit for a couple of times, you're going to have enough money to upgrade your equipment. The first thing you want to do is upgrade your frameshift drive to a Class A. After that, you can upgrade your power plant, your thrusters and your power distributor. Now when you're looking to upgrade, if the solo orbiter doesn't have the parts you need in stock, go to your mini navigation map and have a look for somewhere called Easy Aquarii. It's 12.4 light years. Head on over and check out the Magnus Gateway. Just like my mate Barry from down the pub, they've got everything you need. Other than upgrading your equipment, there are a couple of things we can do to speed up the journey time. Firstly, you always want to approach your destination from inside its orbit. That way, when you exit Super Cruise, you're going to be roughly pointing at the docking bay. And finally, if you are going to be using a docking computer, and despite what others may tell you, there is no shame in doing this. Just cram it through the door, dump down your landing gear, and then throttle to 0, and let the docking computer do the final few meters of your trip. Right then, I'm going to leave you guys to it. After about 4 hours on this circuit, you're going to have 10 million credits in your hand. Now try and stay away from three-breasted Thargoid prostitutes. Hold on to that money and join me again in the next episode, where we're going to be more than doubling your hourly rate.
Engines disengaged.